Hello everyone and welcome to Bridgewater State University, where tonight the North Quincy Raiders will play the Medfield Warriors in the MIAA Division II Girls Basketball Tournament in the Final Four. My name is Jonathan Kaleri and thanks for tuning in to this edition of QA TV Sports. I'm above courtside here with Jim Timmons, and Jim, it's been an exciting run for the North Quincy Raiders and looking to see if they can get a little bit further now in this tournament against a tough Medfield Warriors team.
Yeah, it's really been a tremendous run for these girls. The team has 4 seniors, and those seniors deserve a lot of credit because while they have not seen a lot of playing time, they've really worked hard. They've been a credit in terms of being good sports about giving up the time. They've been gracious. And a crew of 4 sophomores and a junior has just really been a wrecking crew this season, including in this state tournament. North Quincy started out in the state tournament with a tough game against Hingham. Very physical, relatively close game. And then after that, they had 2 wins, very solid wins, where they controlled the tempo for the most part, but the game was never over until the very end. Conversely, Medfield has just been a powerhouse this year. They've blown through all their opposition. They only lost 1 game to a team from Virginia, and they've done very well in the state tournament. I am going to suggest that the Red Raiders are going to be a real challenge for this Medfield squad. They're the defending state champs, and they got here last year by doing the same things that the Red Raiders are doing this year. Absolutely tenacious defense, combined with some opportunistic scoring, some good three-point shooting, and those are going to be the factors tonight for the Red Raiders, primarily the defense.
Jim, you mentioned the Medfield Warriors. They come into this game with a record of 21-2. They were 18-2 in the regular season, 14-0 in their league play. They play in the Tri-Valley League Small Division, and in the playoffs, they defeated Holliston by a score of 75-29 in the opening round. Bishop Fenwick, they defeated 55-37. And just last weekend, Northampton, the number 9 seeded, they defeated them easily, 82-43. Medfield is the defending Division II state champions as well. They've been to the Final Four for now 4 straight years. So certainly an outstanding basketball team that Medfield has. Last year, again, mentioned the state champs, they defeated Worcester South 48-42 to break through the Final Four and get that championship banner that they've been looking for.
Yeah, and Medfield's going to present something that the Raiders have not seen often at all during the season, nor during these playoffs. Medfield has a little 3/4 court press and a half-court press that they like to employ. They very successfully employed it in a couple of their earlier games in these playoffs. When the Red Raiders have faced pressure this year, they've handled it well. They're very fortunate to have a safety valve in Alea Colbert, who plants in the middle of the court. She's a tall target, and she's kind of the release valve when there's pressure. But we'll see how North Quincy handles that pressure, John, because that's what Medfield thrives off of. Using their pressure D, they create fast break opportunities, and then they create opportunities to get 3-point shots off before a defense sets up. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the girls come out. And one final comment coming in, at least by me. I'm going to then turn the mic over to you, John. But in a game like this, in a gym like this, it's a little difficult for kids to adjust their outside shooting. This Bridgewater State facility, it's about a 40-foot ceiling on it. It's pretty vast. And when that happens, your depth perception gets a little thrown off. It's a little tougher for some of these kids who are throwing up perimeter shots to feel comfortable. We'll see how that weighs in on today's game. Medfield is a big 3-point shooting team, and we'll see if they come out hitting their shots early. That's going to be bad news for the Raiders. But if they have some issues, it's going to we're going to have to see how Medfield adopts.
North Quincy, we mentioned, Jim, you mentioned they played Hingham, Archbishop Williams, and Notre Dame. They defeated Hingham by a score of 57-28 at North Quincy. Defeated Archie's 57-44 also at North Quincy. Last weekend they defeated Notre Dame at Severian High School 45-38 again to get to here in the Final Four against Medfield here at Bridgewater State. So a couple of neutral site games for North Quincy in the past week here. Again, Notre Dame's gym is a little bit too small to host an Elite Eight game, so that's why they went to Severian Brothers and Westwood. So gave North a little bit of a feel of what a neutral court game is going to feel like, and now a bigger atmosphere here. You said, Severian Brothers is a nice court, a little bit bigger. Stepped it up here now for Bridgewater State for the Final Four. Should mention.
Yeah,
go ahead. Go ahead, Jim.
I was talking a lot earlier, John.
Okay.
To the surprise of our listeners who aren't familiar with that.
I should mention as well, real quick, before we get down to our introductions, the winner of this game will go on to face either Whitman-Hanson or Worcester South. That game is going to be played tomorrow night. Depending who that is. And the finals will be Saturday, I believe, at the Saugus Arena in Lowell. So we'll see what happens here tonight with all of that. All right, we're going to go down to our public address announcer for our introductions and starting lineups, so please stay tuned.
Our great nation has persevered to the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or who are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to please stand. We thank you for your service to our country. Now the starting lineups for North Quincy Raiders.
right, real quick, we'll run down the starting lineups. First, for the North Quincy Raiders, number 3, sophomore Tabby McDonough. Number 5, junior captain Megan Smith. Number 21, sophomore captain Maeve Powers. Number 22, sophomore Alea Colbert. And number 23, sophomore Nora Geary. For the Medfield Warriors, number 12, junior captain Tess Backey. Number 13, guard freshman Abby Broderick. Number 21, captain senior Jalen Anagiri. Number 33, captain junior Izzy Kittredge. And number 34, sophomore guard Naya Anagiri.
Well, we're ready to go, John. It's going to be really interesting to see what the first few minutes present for both teams. Medfield has been here before. They've had the experience. The Raider girls, first time out in this sort of environment. So the first couple of minutes should be pretty revealing for at least how the kids are going to react this evening, tonight's game. The players, I should say.
Medfield's sophomore Naya Anagiri was named the Tri-Valley League MVP. Again, she's a sophomore. She's been the MVP for 2 straight years. Also All-Stars for the Warriors, Izzy Kittredge, Tess Backey, and Abby Broderick. All right, underway here at Bridgewater State University in the Final Four. North Quincy controls the tap. Maeve Powers driving in, and around the rim and no good. Colbert was trying to come up with the rebounds, able to tip back out to Geary.
Nice poise on offense by the Raiders. Moving the ball well against an aggressive zone D. Great look inside. Another rebound by Colbert. Sorry, John.
Powers, she shoots the 3, no good. And ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say off the Warriors, and it'll remain North Quincy ball.
4 shots, 4 misses, but they've still retained possession, so nicely done by the Red Raiders.
And first turnover there for North Quincy, and the Warriors come up with it.
Yeah, Medfield, the girls have very active hands defensively, and that's what happened there. That's what caused that turnover.
Nice pass down low to Tess Backey, but she can't get it to go. Powers kicks it off. Colbert kicks it back up to the top of the key for Nora Geary. And taken away there, Geary actually gets it right back. Lucky break there for North Quincy. Colbert trying to get up, she gets her own rebound, and again, Colbert again with another rebound, and finally will put it home for the first 2 points here tonight.
Great determination by Alea Colbert, and North Quincy coming out with its own pressure. North really doing the job on the boards here early on, John. It's terrific stuff. They're coming out with a little full court pressure. We'll see if it rattles Medfield at all.
Broderick driving in, and she puts it up and in.
All right, North's playing man-to-man defense, and Medfield's handled it pretty easily. At least that trip down they did. Here's their pressure defense. North a little tentative there, and there's Colbert in the middle.
Geary open for 3, and she drains it.
Oh, that's a big one right there. The first shot, the first 3, Nora Geary. That's a great sign for the Red Raiders early as they take a 5-2 lead, John. Tabby McDonough got that one, John. Lost her balance as she was sliding over. And that'll be the first team foul, first foul on McDonough. She had a little foul trouble in the last game. She's a very aggressive player, but she's also a critical player for the North offense, so we'll see how she adapts.
Backey at the line for 2 shots for Medfield, makes the first. And around the rim, no good on the second one. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Maeve Powers lost it.
5-3 early on here between North Quincy and Medfield. North Quincy on top 5-3. Dunner driving, Backey driving in, defense by McDonough. Powers going to slow things down for North. Down to look for some help, and pass gets stolen away there by Jalen Anagiri.
Got to stop the ball.
And foul's going to be called on Tabby McDonough. That'll be her second.
Yeah, she got over there a little late. She had the right idea, but got there a little late. So she picks up her second, and that they've got Jen Zhu getting off the bench here to come in. These Anagiri sisters are real phenomena. They have played great in Medfield. They've played great statewide. They've really been a force this year.
Shot there, no good, and rebound controlled by Jalen Anagiri. Nice bucket down low there by Izzy Kittredge.
Tell you what, Maeve Powers is having absolutely no problem handling the pressure. North's half-court offense has had, that's I believe their fourth turnover. They've got to tighten it up. And you saw there the shooting issue I was speaking about earlier. That was an air ball from an otherwise very strong three-point shooter. But on the rebound, young lady who is another potent force for this Medfield team. Number 13, Abigail Broderick, gets the old-fashioned three.
All right, Medfield up 9-5 with 4:15 to go here in the first quarter. And going to be another turnover for North Quincy as Alea Colbert was looking in the corner for Nora Geary, but Erin Pass gets tipped out of bounds, and again, another North turnover.
Yeah, they've had issues with their half-court offense this year, and we're seeing it early here. They're playing man-to-man defense, but so far, now that's the third or fourth time that Medfield's have a dribble penetration against the man-to-man D, so they've got to stop that. And that's way too casual.
So another tough pass there. Jen Zhu couldn't hold on to it, and going up and in for the basket in the fouls, Tess Backey.
All right, well, this is what Medfield has done in its previous games. They force turnovers, and then they create scoring opportunities that they capitalize on. So another old-fashioned three, a 12-5 ball game here, and some sloppy possessions the last two times down the court by the Red Raider offense. They need to clean things up.
And another nice defense there by Medfield. North Quincy, see if they can get some things going here. Open for three is Broderick, and that's no good. Colbert comes up with a big rebound there for North.
Colbert continues to be a force on the boards.
3:15 to go in the first quarter. Medfield up 12-5. Powers trying to set something up, gets it over to Jen Zhu. Powers calling for it, can't get it over there.
10 on the shot clock, John.
Powers fakes, drives in, gets off to Colbert, and she gets it up and in with 1 second left to go on the shot clock.
That's probably Maeve Powers, a display of Maeve Powers' strongest characteristic. She's extremely poised. Notwithstanding the fact the clock was running down and she knew it, she took her time and made a great pass. Colbert with another rebound. These girls have to wake up and get back and help out here. Coach bails them out and gets a timeout, but a couple of the girls from North just took off and got down court, and they just can't do that. Medfield is pressing full court, and when that happens, all the players have to be in on the activity to get the ball up over half. So very encouraged by the play of Alea Colbert. I'm encouraged by the North girls boys here. Things aren't going well early, but they're still doing their thing, and they appear to be hanging tough. One thing they have to do is stop this dribble penetration by the Medfield girls and their man-to-man D. North's usually pretty good covering folks, but there's been several dribble penetrations to the hoop by Medfield, and they've got to stop that. That's a new thing that we haven't seen against North John.
All right, 2:27 left to go in the first quarter. Medfield 12, North Quincy 7.
Now,
All right, North Quincy gets through the press. Megan Smith open for three. That's no good. Nice rebound by Nora Gary. She kicks back out to Powers.
ball movement to get it into Colbert.
Powers open for three and no good.
All right, Maeve's got to shake that off. That's acclimating to the gym here we talked about, and she's done that before. She has not let shooting woes affect her play.
Broderick with the ball. She drives in and gets it to go. Abby Broderick, 5 points early on here tonight in the first quarter for the Warriors. Colbert, she kicks it back out. Pass is too high for Jen Zhu, though, and she can't bring it down.
Medfield bringing in its first sub, John Paige Hedebry, a sophomore.
Drive to the hole is no good by Izzy Kittredge, but she gets fouled by Alea Colbert, and Kittredge will go to the line to shoot two. All right, checking in for North Quincy, number 10, Maddie O'Donnell. Alea Colbert will go to the bench.
Yeah, so they're going to get Colbert out. That was just her first foul. Not a big deal, but we love Maddie O'Donnell, as you said, more than once here. The issue with Colbert out is the safety valve is gone, and there you see, rather than having a tall target.
Tough break there for North Quincy. They were trying to get back and defend that shot. But going to the line will be Naya Inajiri for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, on the press breaker, rather than having a tall target as a release valve. The pass was to Maddie O'Donnell. It was stolen. And right now, Medfield really has its game going. They've got their mojo going. This is their game that they like to play. Pressure, turnovers. Here's another one.
Inajiri with a steal, and she goes up and gets the basket to go. 20-7, Medfield on top with now a minute to go in the first quarter.
North's adjustment, they put Powers in the middle.
Megan Smith shoots the three, and she hits it. Big three-pointer there for Megan Smith.
Great job by the junior captain, Megan Smith. They needed that hoop.
Look down low, and going to the line for a three-point play will be Tess Backey for the Warriors.
Yeah, North Quincy is just, the lane has been very porous for the Raiders. Medfield's just plowing through the paint. And the absence of Colbert right there. Yeah, good decision here.
All right, so going to the line will be Izzy Kittredge. She got the rebound off the missed foul shot and got a couple more rebounds right after that as well. So Kittredge at the line. Foul was called on Megan Smith. That's her second.
Coach Cunningham getting Colbert back in the ball game. So she'll help with the press break, and Alea helps down low as well. So 1 for 2 from the line there, 23-10.
30 seconds to go now in the quarter. Colbert trapped in the corner and bad pass, and it'll be Warriors ball.
Yeah, she got trapped in the worst place to get trapped. The one dribble over the half-court line and then picking it up, you don't want to do. She had nowhere to go.
Three-point shot there, no good by Olivia Whalen, who's checked in for the Warriors. Powers dribbling up, 12 seconds to go in the quarter. Gets over to Jen Zhu. She shoots the three, and it's good.
Huge three. Jen Zhu has had a knack of sticking big shots, and she does there. Raiders end the quarter with a three-pointer, and that's very encouraging for the Raiders. That was not a good first quarter for North Quincy, a team that holds their opponents to roughly 40 points. Gave up 23 points to Medfield. And from the Medfield perspective, this was SOP, standard operating procedure. Pressure, scoring opportunities, and converting on those opportunities. They did a terrific job of coming out and getting their game established in the first quarter.
All right, so
go ahead, John.
So it's end of first quarter here at Bridgewater State. Medfield 23, North Quincy 13. A couple of players for North Quincy already have 2 fouls. Megan Smith and Maddie O'Donnell, as well as Tevin McDonough, all with 2 fouls for the Raiders.
Yeah, we maybe should be a little more sensitive about the clock and the score. There are 3 scoreboards in this facility. We'll see if we can get one of them on camera a little more frequently when the opportunities present. So Medfield is still not hitting 3-pointers, which is a good sign for North Quincy.
Our ball gets taken away there. Maddie O'Donnell with the tip gets it into Jen Zhu's hands. And 3 there by Megan Smith is good.
A big 3-pointer there. Megan Smith showing great leadership for the Raiders, John.
North Quincy comes out now in a 2-3 zone.
Medfield, great ball movement around the perimeter, but the Raiders staying with them. They're doing a great job of being active.
3-point shot, no good by Paige Henneby. And fight for the rebound, controlled by Maddie O'Donnell. She gets trapped down by the baseline. And a foul's going to be called against the Warriors.
Well, I'll tell you right now, this is what they wanted to see coming out. And Coach Cunningham, great adjustment, going to the zone defense. It's going to tighten up the paint. Red Raiders stick a 3. They're right back in this. It's a 7-point game. And you can see easy breaking out of the press.
Fight for the loose ball, and still loose. No one has possession. 2 plays look like they're out of bounds, and looks like they're going to say it goes off of Medfield and be North Quincy ball.
Yeah, that's a break for North. It was almost yet another turnover. But let's see if they can't convert here, and they're right back in it. Coach Cunningham made a little shift defensively, and I think it's a good one. Let's see how the offense does here.
Powers driving baseline, kicks it out. Smith again for 3, and can't get that one to go. Colbert, great rebound, tries to save it, but she steps out of bounds. Great hustle there by Alea Colbert.
Yeah, one thing I really like that I'm seeing here is absent foul trouble. If Alea Colbert is able to stay on the court, when she's out there, she's a force. She's been dominating the board so far, and she just helps so much. The one issue is she's now in the middle defensively.
3 there by Naya and Jerry, no good. Medfield controls the rebound.
Medfield still over from the 3-point line. That's not something that North can count on here.
Anagiri dribbles in. Nice job there by Naya Anagiri for the 2 points. 25-16 Medfield. 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. And lucky pass there for North Quincy as Jen Zhu kind of lofted that over. Powers for 3. That's no good, and it goes off the shot clock and out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job by Colbert. Nice job by the offense. I mean, they turned over a good shot there. Medfield leads 25-16. With this possession, they can kind of retake control of this first half here.
Medfield moving the ball around the perimeter. And it's blocked there by Alea Colbert.
Great defense. Nice job by Colbert.
Paige Hennebree will check out of the game for the Warriors. And substitution for North Quincy as well, as Tabby McDonough will check back in.
Maddie O'Donnell goes out after a great performance. She did a very solid job while Tabby McDonough got a break.
And a long 3 there by Izzy Kittredge, and she drains it.
Okay, that's nice sign for Medfield, not for the Raiders.
Jinzu gets it down to McDonough. They were trying to get over to Colbert, and nice defense there by Kittredge. Warriors coming up the court quickly now. Now they're going to slow it down. Tesbacki slows it. Three-point there by Jalen Anagiri, no good. Medfield controls the rebound, though. Tipped into the hands of Jen Zhu. She gets to the Colbert, and Colbert will...
Yeah, the safety valve. Great job by Zhu.
Nice take there, and unfortunately can't finish it off. That's Tabby McDonough. Smith open for 3, can't get it to go. McDonough trying to get the rebound, and they're going to call a travel on Tabby McDonough.
North's been great on the boards, Sean. Tabby McDonough, having her back in the game is going to be a very positive factor.
4:15 to go in the second quarter. Medfield on top, 28-16. Shot there by Naya Anagiri, no good, but a nice rebound by Abby Broderick to put it up and in for the 2. And another cross-court pass is taken away there by Medfield. Colbert trying to gut for the loose ball, and a jump ball is caught. And possession hour favors the Raiders.
Great job by Alea Colbert and Megan Smith of doubling the ball there. Colbert closed on it. So North's going to take possession, trailing 30-16. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this half court. The issues they're having. Need to be a little more careful with the ball.
So Medfield's been trapping every time they can. And another turnover there for North Quincy as Jen Zhu gets called for the travel.
Yeah, one thing North has done well, and this is Liana Cunningham's coaching, they've kept their passing lane shorts. And by that, what I mean is they're not too spread out. They're throwing short passes that should be successful.
That was Naya Anagiri for 3. Anagiri now with 10 points and another steal there by the Warriors. And strong take to the hole, no good by Broderick, rebounded by Kittredge. Powers comes down now for the loose ball. And foul's going to be called against number 21, Jalen Anagiri, for the Warriors. 3:13 to go here in the second quarter, 32-16. Medfield has doubled up the Raiders so far.
John, the game's at a tipping point here. Medfield's doubled up North. They're playing very well. Raiders are showing determination nonetheless. But they just continue. Once they get the ball over half court, they continue to do things that we have not seen this year. Conversely, the Medfield kids, very quick hands. You have to give them great credit for how they are defensively. They're very, very active.
See North Quincy with the ball now. Medfield bringing up the pressure. Colbert driving in, no good. Loose ball, and controlled now by Naya Anagiri.
Nice D by Zhu to stop the penetration.
Roderick kicks it back out to Kittredge. She's going to shoot the three, and no good. But on the weak side, rebound by Anagiri. Three in and out there for the Warriors, rebounded by Maeve Powers. Genzu step back three, no good. And a foul's on the floor, looks like against North Quincy.
Yeah,
and it
got
is.
Tabby McDonough with her third foul. She got a little too aggressive down low. She's going to have to go to the bench, I would imagine, for the balance of the half here. They're leaving Genju in and bringing in Nora Geary. Staying with the 2-3, John.
Coming up on 2 minutes to go, 32-16, Medfield on top. We get it into the middle to Kittredge, and she goes up and can't get it to go. A little too much on that shot. Gets to a rebound, though. And a big three there by Naya Anagiri for the Warriors. Anagiri now with 13 points. Genzu close to a backcourt violation. And another steal there by the Warriors. Minute 30 to go now in the second quarter. Powers with the rebound. Tight feet defense there by Jalen Aragiri on her. Megan Smith loses the dribble, looking for some help, and timeout called.
Great job by Cunningham to get the timeout. Shot clock's down to 25. There was an issue with getting the ball up over half court. There was an issue with the fact that there were only two girls on the front court for North Quincy, and it was just a lot that wasn't good there with a minute 13 to go. So, to repeat the theme, Medfield got their mojo going at about the 4-minute mark of the first quarter, John. Prior to that, things were a little tentative back and forth. North came out and actually hit the first couple of shots, and things looked very encouraging. But just a number of turnovers in the first quarter, not all created by the Medfield defense, changed the whole tenor of the game. And the first quarter, North was down 10. They came out early in the second quarter, did some nice things, looked like they had a shot at cutting the lead in half and getting themselves right back in the game. And then the wheels kind of came off the wagon here in the second quarter, and they're now down 19 to Medfield.
Again, that trap there in the corner for North Quincy. They're able to luckily get it away. Colbert driving in and can't get the layup to go.
Now, one of the things we're seeing, when the Medfield girls get down around the rim, they have not missed many layups. You can tell they're very well coached, the way they hit the box on the backboard. They're focused when they shoot layups. Here's one here. North missed some shots down low. And it's now 37-16 with 41 seconds to go.
That was a great look down low there by Medfield to get that bucket. Jalen Injury kicks it out to her sister Naya. And that shot's no good, and it goes out of bounds. 23 seconds to go in the quarter, and as you said, 37-16.
Well, one little issue, too, I can see, and it's the first time I've seen it this season. The girls are a little out of gas right now. I think all the adrenaline coming down there on the bus ride, warming up in a gym that's noisy and different, and knowing where you are, the state tournament. Nice job by Colbert. I think they're a little out of gas here after running around in the first half, John.
All right, 5 seconds to go here in the half. Kittredge, a long three at the buzzer, and No good, and that will be the end of the first half. And Medfield comes out, Jim, and they show why they're one of the top teams in the state and the defending state champions, and really putting it to North Quincy. As you said, once they got the groove on, the Warriors that is, they really got going, and they lead now 37-18 over the Raiders.
Yeah, just a tough outing. I think that Coach McDonough made the adjustment they had to make, going to was more of a 2-1-2 than a 2-3. And Colbert was in the middle, and she was very, very active. You could tell she was trying to make something happen. So the defense played a little better in that second quarter. They only gave up 14 points, but offensively they only scored 5. So the woes continued for North once they got on the offensive side of half court. They were doing a creditable job, I'd say. I mean, Medfield is a good team, and they do things very well. So 37 points, a lot more than North's been allowing its opponents. And it's going to be tough to deal with in the second half. I think that essentially what North's got to do is, when they get the ball over half court offensively, they can't let Medfield make them play hurried. They've got to use Colbert in the middle as a release valve, get into their offense. You may recall that the first 2 possessions North had at the beginning of the game, I talked about the fact they were very poised trying to turn over a good shot. Well, that quickly went away as the game, kind of took shape. And we really give credit to the Medfield girls. Very well coached, good athletes, very active hands. And so far, we haven't seen the sort of shooting that we know they're capable of, John, which is one little, factor that's going to be an issue in the second half, because we say that normally statistically things even out. And I would hate to see Medfield's three-point shooting even out statistically. That could be a real problem for North.
Conversely as well, North Quincy's missed a lot of shots down in the paint. So if they can stop putting some of those away and start chipping away at the lead, trying to get some of those points back on the board there for North Quincy, they can again cut down on this lead again. 37-18, Medfield on top here. Again, we're at Bridgewater State University for the MIAA Girls Division II basketball tournament in the Final Four, and we're at the half. Well, Jim, I think we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be back for second half coverage in just one moment. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Bridgewater State University. We're at the half. The Medfield Warriors lead the North Quincy Raiders by a score of 37-18. We'll run down the stats real quick. First, for Medfield, leading the way with 12 points is Naya Anagiri. Abby Broderick has 9 points. Izzy Kittredge has 9 points. Tess Backey with 6, and Jayla Anagiri with 1 point for the Warriors. For North Quincy, leading the way with 6 points is Megan Smith and Alea Colbert, each with 6. Nora Gary with 3, and Jen Zhu with 3 as well.
Yeah, rough first half. We don't need to belabor that point. That's the North Quincy perspective, of course. Medfield is playing their game. We're going to see what the Raiders come out with in this second half, whether they can come up with the type of quarter they had last quarter defensively, but improve a bit on the offensive end of the ball. The shift to a 2-1-2/2-3 zone defense, I'm imagining that Coach Liana Cunningham's going to stick with that. The body language with the North girls, it's a little bit subdued here. I think they feel a little bit down. They're having a rough time here adjusting to what's going on. So let's see if they can't get themselves back in this ball game. A little bit of energy flowing, and North's coming out man-to-man actually. So let's see how that works.
Starting 5 out there for North Quincy: McDonough, Smith, Powers, Colbert, and Gary. Strong take to the hole there, no good. Powers leading the fast break down for the Raiders. Nice look up there for Nora Gary, and she finishes it in.
All right, nicely done. North gets the first hoop in the second half. We'll take it. But the same problem for North Quincy defensively in this man-to-man is that they're not stopping the dribble penetration. And if they don't stop the dribble penetration, they're going to have to get out of this zone, this man-to-man defense.
3-point shot there by Tess Backey was good for the Warriors. Now 40-20. And again, double team, and the Warriors come up with it. Jalen Aragiri will put it up and in for the easy 2 points.
Yeah. Alea Colbert's got there.
Nice defense there.
Colbert's got to get up in the middle and get the ball against this pressure.
3-point shot there by Nia Anagiri, no good. The Warriors bench came up there for a big celebration, hoping that was going to go in. Colbert driving in, nice turnaround there, and gets it to go in.
42-22, Medfield.
Anagiri gets it down low to Kittredge. Kittredge open for three in the corner, no good. And Colbert with the rebound for North Quincy.
Yeah, Kittredge has not been able to hit the three at all this game. And the fact of the matter is, I know she's a pretty good shooter, so you're going to watch warily for her to warm up here and find her stroke.
Great job there by Aaliyah Colbert, gets on the floor to save the ball. And I believe a timeout was called by Leanna Cunningham to stop the clock and give North Quincy possession.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Colbert doing a great job, giving the team a little energy, a little mojo. She's got a hoop. She's been a total force defensively. North's down 20 though, and it's very, very hard in this game or any game, but particularly in a state tournament game, it is very hard to play from behind. So that's one of the factors that could weigh you down. So we'll have to see if North can keep the energy going. They're off to a nice start. I will say this, down in the North Quincy, the bleachers along the baseline, there's a terrific student turnout. You see them all right there. The one little issue is that the quietest students, I bet you none of their teachers at North would recognize these kids as quiet as they are here at the game. Love to see them get a little more noisy. The parents have been very vocal. They've filled 2/3 of the stands here, and there's a great North Quincy turnout, and they're in the game and looking for North to get back in it.
They get the ball down low to Colbert and counted, and she'll go to the line for a 3-point play.
Alea Colbert making it happen. Great stuff down low. Very determined. She's definitely physically, I think she's got Medfield's Izzy Kittredge a little outmatched. Alea's very powerful athlete.
Foul was called on Kittredge. That's her first.
North staying with a man-to-man, and Medfield, the young lady, just dribbled down the court and shot a layup.
There's Nia Anagiri. Anagiri now with 14 points for the Warriors. Powers drives in. Oh, nice pass there to Tabby McDonough. North Quincy swings it around.
Pass.
And Nora
Great ball movement.
Gary drains that three-pointer for the Raiders.
Now that was some Raider basketball right there. Good stuff.
4:45 to go in the third quarter. Midfield on top, 44-27. And make it 46 now. It was a nice hoop there by Abby Broderick.
Yeah, that was a nice set play.
Megan Smith, she shoots the three. Rebound there by Gary. And she can't get it to go up. Another loose ball and jump ball is called. It'll be Raiders possession.
Yeah, credit to Tabby McDonough on that one. She got right in the action, knocked the ball loose.
Colbert gets trapped in the baseline. He's able to get out of it, though. Swinging the ball around. Powers hits the three.
(46-30), Medfield. Norse cut the lead to 16.
Jalen Algieri, and she answers with a three of her own.
Right back to 19 where it was at halftime. And a little different pressure. What Medfield's doing now is they're not attacking the ball. They're using a little more of a passive pressure to control the game tempo, take time off the clock, and keep North a little tentative offensively. Great ball movement. Still not hitting the threes.
Big rebound there by Tess Backey. Again, nice ball movement there. And Jerry for three, no good. Rebounded by Izzy Kittredge. And Gary trying to get the jump ball there. And timeout's going to be called by Mark Nickerson, the head coach for the Warriors. 3:13 to go in the third quarter, and it's a 19-point lead for Medfield, 49-30.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent to work with, but I give Coach Nickerson a lot of credit. This is a very, very well-coached team. They move the ball. They do what Coach wants defensively. They really know how to pressure the ball. And when they're heading the other way offensively, they're in control. They've done an excellent job. The Raiders, this is a better quarter, definitely. The deficit at halftime and the poor second quarter will loom large throughout this game until they're able to cut it under 10, a lead that is. We'll see if they can do it. Alea Colbert showing that she can make some things happen, and we know that there are other players out there. Maeve Powers hit a three. Who else? There was another three this quarter, John. Sorry.
I don't remember.
Well, we're back in play. Go to play-by-play man, not statistician.
Warriors swinging the ball around. And three shot there, no good by Paige Hennebree, who's just checked in now for the Warriors. Powers gets it up to Tabby McDonough. And McDonough's pass, a little off the mark there. She was looking for Nora Geary.
Jen Zhu back in the game. She can help change the dynamic possibly offensively.
Nice steal there by Powers. And can't get it to go. Zhu with the rebound. Megan Smith, she kicks it back out to Powers for three and just off the front of the rim.
Wow. Thought we saw a little push along the sideline there, but
North Quincy now coming with some full court pressure. Diana Jerry gets the ball up. Backey dribbles in, and she gets fouled and will go to the line to shoot two. Foul called on Alea Colbert, her second.
with 2:20 to go in the third quarter, that's not too bad for Alea, especially the way she plays the game. She's very aggressive, and she's done a really nice, effective job on the boards all game.
Nice job there by Backey, junior's captain for the Warriors. She makes both, 51-30. Medfield, 2:15 to go in the third quarter. Great look down low for Tabby McDonough. She can't put it away though. She had two defenders coming in at her. Warriors going to reset now, 20 on the shot clock. Kittredge and Jury playing back and forth. Kittredge for three, no good, a little too much, and it looks like it might be off of Megan Smith, and it is. So remain Warriors ball.
Well, the man-to-man defense has improved this quarter. They've been a little more effective.
Nice defense there by Tyvin McDonough. Ball gets kicked out to Hennebree. That's no good, but the Warriors control the rebound. And McDonough finally brings down the loose ball. And she'll get fouled down on the sideline with 1:22 to go here in the quarter.
You know, you have to give a lot of credit to Medfield. They've scored 51 points. They've controlled the game through their offense and defense, but they're not hitting any threes. They've been ice cold from the three-point line, yet they're doing as well as they are here. Yeah, this just isn't working. Half-court offense,
Maddie O'Donnell's checked back in for the Raiders. Pyro's open for three. That's no good. And it's going to go off the foot of O'Donnell. Alea Colbert goes down as well. She got tangled up in the feet of O'Donnell. Olivia Whalen checks in now for the Warriors, senior captain. Kittredge open for three. That's no good. Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Jen Zhu, step back three, and that's short. O'Donnell's right there to bring it down, though. And nice defense there by Whalen as she tipped the ball out of bounds. Will remain Raiders' possession. 43.6 seconds to go in the quarter, 24 on the shot clock.
No one's moving here for North. They're trying to inbound the ball, and everyone was standing still. Nice take to the hoop.
Kittredge with the block there, they go credit her with. Powers driving and gets cut off. Zhu at the top of the key, and she hits it. That was a three-pointer for Jen Zhu, 20 seconds to go in the quarter. 51-33 for Medfield. Kittredge strong take to the hole, no good.
Really
Rebounded
strong
by Powers. Nice defense there by Colbert. Colbert coming up a little gimpy. 1 second to go. Kittredge gets it off, then it's no good. And that's going to be the end of 3 quarters of play here at Bridgewater State, with Medfield leading North Quincy 51-33.
Yeah, so for those looking for a bit of consolation, North outscored Medfield that quarter 15-14. But that's certainly not going to do it here as they trail by 18 points heading into the fourth quarter. The other concerning thing is the steam is a little bit out of the engine for the Raiders, and you can understand it. Medfield came in here tonight. They took the little bit of energy North threw at them at the beginning of the game and did a nice job of staying poised and then taking off and really asserting themselves. So again, the North Quincy parents are up working hard, trying to fire up the girls, and the student section continues to be very well behaved. So a little bit of noise, a little bit of chatter, and let's see if there's a turnover.
All right, so now North starts with the steal. They begin the fourth quarter. Mae Powers driving in and gets it to go. She'll go to the line.
So Zhu and Powers combined for the steal. This time they finish, and Powers has a shot at an old-fashioned three. John, it's not unrealistic that they could get this lead down to 10 or under with 5 minutes to go. And they'd still be in the ball game if they did so. I don't know what
There's a battle down low for that rebound between Colbert and Kittredge. And Colbert comes in to block the ball and gets called for the foul.
Yeah, that's not going to work defensively. Colbort's just going to end up on the bench or out of the game. She can't be tomahawking like that.
Abby Broderick at the line to shoot 2, makes the first. Broderick makes them both, 53-35. Then Medfield with the pressure. Nice job by North. And O'Donnell was trying to look for Jen Zhu in the corner. Ball gets tipped out of bounds by Medfield.
Yeah, Tabby McDonough did a great job getting the ball over half court against the pressure.
Zhu thought about a 3, kicks it off to Powers. She shoots the 3 and hits it.
Let's hope Maeve can keep it flowing. The lead's at 15.
Naya Inajiri answers quickly now for the Warriors. 7 minutes to go here in the game, 55-38, Medfield. Powers looking for Colbert down low. Looks like it goes off the hands of Izzy Kittredge. Raiders initially thought it was Warriors' ball, and then head coach Leanna Cunningham said, no, it's our ball. Let's get back down there. Tabby McDonough trying to drive in, gets cut off there in defense by Paige Hennebrand. 10 on the shot clock. Over to Powers for 3, no good, a little too much. And a nice big rebound there by Maddie O'Donnell.
Yeah, we love Maddie. O'Donnell adding a little spark here. That's her 3rd offensive rebound in this quarter, John.
Leads down to 15, 55-40. That last basket by Tabby McDonough. Backy open for 3, and she hits it. And another steal by Medfield. Credit to the Warriors. Every time North Quincy looks like they might get a little bit of a run going, Medfield answers quickly with a basket and a steal, just like they did there.
Yeah, and a lot of this, it's North Quincy just not playing the way they've played before. And Alea Colbert, who should be a huge asset out there, is just not getting the ball like in the middle or down low. Folks starting to heat up from three-point land, dumping it into Colbert, and then a kick out creates some opportunities. But it's just been some inability to sustain the type of action that we normally see from the Raiders. And what we're seeing from Medfield is what North has done all year to other teams, John. The team makes a little run, and the Raiders just come out and silence it. Defensively, a couple of threes, and that's what's happened here. There was some optimism, at least on the part of your color man here, that there was still a shot to get back in this, but now Medfield's got it back at 18, and they've got the ball, they've got possession, so let's see what happens.
Again, 5:44 to go here in the game. Warriors on top, 58-40. Kittredge drives in, and Colbert with the block there for the Raiders. Powers gets it up to McDonough. McDonough drives in untouched and gets fouled, and will go to the line for 2 shots.
Great take to the hoop by Tabby McDonough, a nice decision. She had Jen Zhu wide open at three-point land. Once I saw her take it to the hole, I knew what she had planned, which was to take it to the hole and finish. So nice job. The clock stops. And she missed the first. I was going to say, hopefully we put some points on the board here. Let's see how she does on the second.
Foul was called on Nia Anagiri. That's her third personal foul. 1 or 2 of the line from McDonough. 58-41. Broderick with the ball, kicks it back out to Backey. She shoots the 3, and in and out, no good. Big rebound there by Izzy Kittredge. She puts it away.
Oh, nice pass. It's done to Maddie O'Donnell.
And a 3-second violation is called against North Quincy. Maddie O'Donnell was trapped down just inside the paint and was looking for some help, and standing above her on defense was Izzy Kittredge.
Nice ski there. O'Donnell, who had the issue down low, gets down the floor and forces a turnover there. Nicely done.
O'Donnell thought about the 3, taking the dribble in. Genzu, she shoots the 3, and that one's off. And McDonough trying to save it. O'Donnell trying to save it, but it goes out of bounds. She stepped on the line and she went to save it.
Yeah, Maddie O'Donnell was being boxed out terrifically by Teresa Tessback. She did an excellent job of boxing out O'Donnell, taking her out of the play. And there's a 3. And I have to say the game has officially gone away with that shot.
And that was Nia Anagiri with the 3. 19 points now for Nia.
Yeah, Medfield showing no sign of, nice determined take to the hoop. Great stuff by Tabby McDonough. I spoke a bit early. I may have spoken accurately, but Tabby McDonough will have none of the notion that this ball game is out of reach. That was a strong take to the hoop. She's going to the foul line. Let's see if she can't finish an old-fashioned 3. Maddie O'Donnell went out after a terrific 5-minute performance here. Really working hard out the floor.
McDonough makes a foul shot, 63-44 Medfield. 3:50 to go in the game. And McDonough almost took it away. And traveler called on Jalen Anagiri.
So again, Medfield pressing here, John, but they're not really getting up and pressuring the ball. They're looking to just slow North down with this 19-point lead. That's really subtle coaching by the Medfield coach, doing a nice job.
Colbert kicks it out to Powers, who shoots the 3, no good. And McDonough with a nice rebound for North Quincy.
Yeah, Colbert's, she's got to be careful. She's out there flailing away at people, John. And she just got away with a couple of good chops there. Anyone coming through the middle knows that Alea's there.
3-point shot, no good by Backey, and rebounded by Megan Smith. Excuse me, that was Tabby McDonough with the ball. And ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it's North Quincy ball.
We got 2:48 to go, John. North down by 19.
Nia Anagiri the ball for the Warriors, being guarded by Maeve Powers. And Jerry faked the three, kicks it back out. Warriors
Yeah,
are
they're
using
really
some clock
running the
now.
Clock down, John.
Yeah, it was a nice rebound down low, and put it back is good. That's Abby Broderick.
Medfield had a couple of shooting opportunities that they would have taken in the first half, but they're running the clock down big time here.
Loose ball, and they'll say a backcourt violation against North Quincy. As Megan Smith was on the floor and on the line, which went to save the ball. 2:01 to go here in the game. 65-44, Medfield on top. Backey gets the ball and puts it up and in. Tess Backey now with 16 points for the Warriors here tonight. Down a drives baseline, looking for some help, gets it back to Colbert. Shot was short, she gets her own rebound. No foul call there. Medfield with the ball. 1:20 to go now in the game. Naya Anagiri gets fouled and she'll go to the line to shoot two.
Well, when you get to this time of the year and you're still playing, you know, only one team gets to not lose its last game, and it won't be the Raiders tonight. They've had an absolutely terrific season. They ran into a buzzsaw here with defending state champ Medfield. And Medfield's got a lot of players who are going to be back next year. And I am hopeful and suspect that North Quincy and Medfield are going to have some talking to do next season as well. So hopefully the Red Raiders tonight. Oh, there you go. Tabby McDonough has just shown no quit. She's going to go all 32 minutes. But hopefully the Red Raiders take some learning out of this. They don't get too discouraged because they didn't play their game tonight. However, most of the girls did, you know, very well defensively. There was good rebounding. There were different factors here that you could point to that were pluses. But Medfield just really, they continue to miss threes, John, which is interesting.
All right, 30 seconds to go here in the game.
Well, this is a nice tribute. North Quincy parents are getting up and cheering on the girls as the clock runs down here. Both sides, Medfield and North Quincy, they're up cheering on the players after although a tough game for the Raiders, a terrific season, and this is two high school basketball teams that just really had wonderful seasons this year. So the game's a disappointment, no question, from the Raider perspective. Medfield continues to buzz along here, and they look like they've got to be strong favorites to repeat. We'll see how it goes.
All right, well, final score here at Bridgewater State University, Medfield 69 and North Quincy 47. Again, Medfield, just as you said, one of the top teams in the state, and they showed why here tonight as they came out firing all cylinders, hitting the shots that they needed to, trapping North Quincy, playing tough defense, and it was really tough for North Quincy to get through that. Medfield jumped out to an early lead and just continued to push it from there. North Quincy a few times got it down to 15 points, and as they did that, Medfield would come back down, hit a couple shots, and increased the lead back up to around 20 points, and that's where it stood for most of the night for Medfield. And again, North Quincy just tried as best they could, but Medfield just had an answer for every punch that was thrown by North Quincy.
Yeah, not necessarily, you know, there's a positive takeaway that's more in the nature of the spin. The it's not necessarily a bad thing to get into a game like this and have this happen when you're a sophomore, because you realize what it takes to get where you want to be. And you realize that the hard work and the determination, it really doesn't end and it doesn't stop. Raiders had great success this year, and they played very hard. But in a lot of ways, Medfield played a little harder tonight. They did certain things better. But North Quincy belonged on the court with Medfield. The second half, they played them pretty evenly. It was that really rough second quarter that did them in. So I would love to congratulate the Raiders, John. And in particular, I just want to mention some people that we really didn't talk too much about this season. I mentioned at the beginning of the game. Iris Joker, a senior, Sarah McKenna, Anya Sagani, and Annabella Glennon. Those are 4 kids who have been in the program 4 years, did a great job of leadership, contributing in practice, and gracefully giving up the playing time this year to the class of Super Softs. So I want to mention those kids, and there's a whole group of other names to mention in addition. We talked about a lot of them in the game tonight. But congratulations to the North Quincy girls. Congratulations to the coaching staff, Liana Cunningham, Steph Roach. They really did a great job. And this season kind of came out of nowhere. And now next year we'll all have high expectations.
Yeah, you mentioned, Jim, about the super sophomore class here for North Quincy. Tabby McDonough, Maddie O'Donnell, Maeve Powers, Alea Colbert, Nora Geary, all sophomores for North Quincy. Add in there Megan Smith, a junior, and Jen Zhu, a freshman. So pretty much their main players and starters are coming back all next year as, you know, another year experienced. And I think, like I said earlier in the broadcast, this is great experience for this group to come in, make it this far, play a great team like Medfield. We mentioned Medfield. This is their 4th straight year going to the Final Four, defending Division II state champions. So a great program. So the play a team like them and realize what's needed to come out and get back here next year. Great experience for the North Quincy Raiders. Obviously, they would have loved to have won here tonight, but I'm sure they can take that back. And credit also to head coach Leanna Cunningham, only her 2nd year as a head coach at North Quincy, doing a great job coaching this young class to get them out here. Really did a great job and dominated the Patriot League. We saw them a couple times against Quincy High School. Quincy High School, a tough team. North Quincy was able to defeat them handily both times they played this year. And then we saw them now come out into the tournament, go through the first 3 teams of Hingham, Archies, and Notre Dame, and then just come into a big team against Medfield here tonight.
Yeah, just down a bit from us tonight is Dr. Mark Janey from Quincy, who's doing the color on WMEX, and he was telling me earlier that he's got an 8th grade team that's going to send 17 girls to North Quincy High, and that they're ball players. Mark's team has made it to the finals, I believe, of the Metro West, which is the highest competitive league we have in our region. And the 8th grade team just beat Medfield, so some consolation there. But it would be nice to see, you know, this North Quincy program continue to grow and develop the sort of tradition that they've got out in Medfield.
All right, real quick, we'll run down the stats for tonight. Leading the way for all scorers was Naya Anagiri with 21 points for Medfield. Tess Backey had 16 points. Abby Broderick had 15. Izzy Kittredge had 11. And Jalen Anagiri had 6 points for the Warriors. For North Quincy, leading the way with 10 points was Alea Colbert. Tabby McDonough had 9. Maeve Powers and Nora Geary each had 8. And Megan Smith and Jen Zhu each with 6 points for North Quincy. So Medfield, they will go on to the Division II finals. They will play either Whitman Hanson or South Worcester High School. That game's going to be played tomorrow night, March 12th at 6:30 p.m. at Emmanuel College. And then the winner of that game, again, will be playing against Medfield High School.
Oh, the Worcester South Whitman Hanson game is tomorrow.
Correct, yes.
I thought you
yes.
meant that they were these kids had to go back to back.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So most likely this championship game will be played on Saturday, from what I understand, at the Saugus Arena up in Lowell. All the MIA championship games will be played up there at the Saugus Arena in Lowell.
And who wants to go to Lowell? You know, I mean, so there's a bit of a positive as well. The girls can still make their way up to Balducci's or enjoy the climbs of Quincy. So.
All right, well, unfortunately, again, a successful season for the Raiders ends here tonight. They finished the season at 20-4. Outstanding season for North Quincy High Schools. Congratulations to all the players and coaches to get them here tonight to the Final Four. As we wrap it up here, I want to thank Ryan McWade, who was on camera here tonight in many of the games we've had here for QATV Sports for basketball coverage. So great job to Ryan. I want to thank him for coming down and helping out. And Jim, thank you as well. It's been a fun season for high school basketball for QATV Sports, and unfortunately it came to an end, but again, it's been a fun season.
Yeah, we did. We really enjoyed the season. I got a lot of respect and praise for our cameraman, Ryan McWade, who had several solo performances and just did a great job. We're really fortunate that he found his way into QATV studios, because extremely talented and did a great job here.
All right, so a final score here from Bridgewater State University in the Division II Final Four. Medfield 69 and North Quincy 47. So again, for Ryan McWade and Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of QATV Sports. We'll see you next time.